Okay, the first step is to slice up your eggplant into thin pieces. I like thin pieces. You can make them as thin or as thick as you would like, but I like my eggplant to be quite crispy. So if you like your eggplant crispy as well, then I would recommend smaller, thinner slices, and you want to slice them in circles like I've done here. This is the first step. Okay, so we have our eggplant ready and our egg mixture is ready. We simply dip the eggplant pieces on both sides and then we put them into our breadcrumb seasoning. And I do use the Italian style breadcrumbs because it does have the Italian seasoning and taste. So you're going to dip each circle into the breadcrumbs and then next we are going to pan sear them. Okay, so now we use the olive oil that I mentioned earlier, and you just lightly coat the pan in olive oil. Okay, spinach is on the side, cooked and ready to go for later. And then we take your eggplant pieces and we simply put them in the olive oil. I'm just going to do 3, 4, 5 pieces. You can, again, make as much eggplant as you would like. I'm going to be stacking these up later. So we're going to go ahead and get these going in the olive oil. You can actually use less olive oil. Alrighty, so we're going to let those cook for about 5-10 minutes on each side. You still want to make sure you brown the eggplant, so when you're finished they should look like these. The top 3 actually right here. These other 3 need to cook a little bit more, but they should have like a little crispy crust. But as you can see, there's not as much oil in the pan this time around, the second round. You don't need that much oil, just a little bit. And you want to make sure you keep turning them over, keep flipping them to make sure that you get both sides very nice and brown. Okay, so that one's coming along. That's beautiful. These 2 need to cook a little bit longer. Okay, and these are perfect. Perfect. These are ready to rock and roll. Yeah, nice and crispy on the outside. That's how you want them to be. Perfect. All right, so we're going to let these cook a little bit more, and then I am going to put round 2 in the oven. So you go ahead and put your butter in the pan. Again, I can't believe it's not butter, and we are at medium temperature right now. Not high, not too high, not too low, but medium. And I'm going to add my spinach. I'm just going to go ahead and cook the rest of this bag. So again, no water, just the liquid butter. And we're going to stir this up and let it cook for a few minutes. Alrighty, there we go. The seasonings are in the spinach, and then you just simply stir them up. As you know, spinach will decrease in size, so I start with quite a lot of spinach, but by the time this is over, I'm going to have just a tiny bit of seasoned spinach when we're done. And again, no water. You don't need water. This is just sauteing the spinach in the seasonings. And that's it. Just stir it around, keep stirring, and keep cooking until the spinach is fully cooked. Alright, so our spinach is ready. You can see that it's fully cooked now. Okay, this is exactly what you want. Fully cooked spinach and hot boiling, bubbling sauce. Okay, so I've sprayed the pan with Pam. Just use the original easy cleanup Pam spray with I got the Publix brand because it was on sale. Marinara sauce. Excuse the stuff on the stove. And here are the eggplant circles, nice and perfect and beautiful. I like mine slightly burnt because I like my eggplant a little crispy, but you don't have to cook yours this long if you don't want to. This is going to be your food, so you cook it until you're happy. But this is perfect, absolutely perfect for me. So I'm going to go ahead and layer my marinara sauce first into the pan, and then I will start my stacking the stackers. So first the Pam spray, and then a very light layer of the marinara sauce on the bottom. Okay, so that's our first one, just 2 layers. So you have the spinach in the middle and the Parmesan cheese sprinkles on the top. Okay, we're gonna do our second one here, right next door. This is with Parmesan cheese, by the way. 3 cheese blend, 100% grated. All right, so let's go ahead and get our second. I'm gonna get the, I think this one is probably the crispiest piece for the bottom. You want the bottom to be nice and stable. Yeah, so we'll use this one. So we're gonna put that in the sauce. Ooh, that's the first layer. Spinach. Second layer, yum, 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 yum. And then we're gonna add, I'll just do some cheese, a little cheese in the middle on this one. There we go. Okay, in the middle. And then we're gonna do, excuse me, another layer. This one's gonna be a little taller. Okay, a little more spinach. Boop, 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 boop. Perfect. A little more cheese. Yum, 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 yum. Then, final, last layer. There we go. This looks beautiful. That's your final layer. Okay, and then, lastly, a little more sauce on top and a little more cheese on top. And I am not going to cover this at all because I want it to be fully baked and I want it to be nice and crispy. I love crispiness. You want to pop these in the oven uncovered because you want to bake out, kind of dry out the eggplant. I do not like mushy eggplant or too saucy food. If you want your eggplant to be a little more mushy and saucy, you can start by baking it without the cover, and then you can add the cover later to soften it up if you'd like. But definitely start just for about 10, 15, maybe even 20 minutes, just depending on how kind of dried out you want your eggplant. But at least 10, 15 minutes, pop it in the oven.